What's up, guys? Day 6 in the shop, and it is cold as hell. I am working on the Fleetwood today, but I got to get it above, let's just say freezing in here in order to work. So I got the heaters blowing like crazy, and I'm about to get started on this thing here in just a few minutes. All right, so now that I got this cleaned off for the best I can for the most part, I go ahead and take some brake cleaner, and that's just my procedure. Is I put it on a brake cleaner on a rag real quick and wipe down just pretty much everywhere where I'm planning to put metal. One, just to keep the surface as clean as possible, but also as I've been grinding and everything and shit's been flying everywhere, you can go ahead and wipe it down one good time. But it also helps for the tape template to fit on here, so that's what I'm going to end up doing. And obviously I'm not super concerned about it right here, even though it does look like total shit. I'm going to go ahead and sleeve this. So the thing is, I really don't care how it looks right now, because I'm going to end up plasmaing this out anyway, and also clean up the inside and weld the donut to the underside, make sure it's all good. So the thing that matters the most when you're doing this is when the pocket and everything starts to separate. So, and where it normally starts to separate is right in here. You'll notice it on the inside, but right here is where it opens up, and right here is where it opens up. Hopefully y'all can see that. So when you go to sleeve it, you can see right here, this one's been pushed up. It's because it's coming through. It'll start to separate that. But anyway, that's if you can see that anyway. Anyway, so what you'd want to do is you want to plate pretty much right in here, all the way up next to right here, and all the way, on the top portion where I normally stop is somewhere over here. And try and get as much as you can, but the thing is, when you get to right in here, unless you're plating this whole thing, which I am not, I'm just running a reinforcement probably around there. Now, I know from experience from trailering that, it's nice to have these little spots, because you can just hook right into them and go right to wrenching it down to make it nice and tight. A lot of people do ask that question, or when they're trailering, I'll notice that they are either wrapping it around the wheels or the tires and things like that. But something that I've noticed, especially pulling a 3-4 car trailer, is that when you got hydraulic cars on these big trailers, if you don't pull them down from the frame, you're going to have a lot of bounciness the entire time, because these suspensions are made to bounce and everything. So when you grab them and you wrench it down to the actual frame, you're kind of crushing the suspension instead of anything else. So it actually, for me personally, that's just my personal opinion, when transporting a car, it is so much better to do it like that. But anyway, gonna get the templates put together on here and get everything together. When I do sleeve it, the sleeves that I'm using have the little donut on the end of it. I'm gonna end up bending this back down and try and get it as flat as possible, kind of to the underside, so I have plenty to weld to, but while keeping this in the position that I want it to be in as well. So it's kind of I don't know, a working game. I don't know how to explain it other than you do the best that you can up underneath and around here to make it as the position that you want, but also you know, welding it on the underside, trying to hit as many spots as you can. A lot of times these things have those stupid teeth that hold the spring in place. You either have to cut those off or bend them up, or however you go about it. But the other part is where this has started to separate. When you put that donut up underneath and weld it to the bottom, and you put this down and try to weld it to it as well, when you start to do that, you're reinforcing the bottom side too. So you're keeping it from separating with the donut. And if you didn't, absolutely nothing else other than welding the donut, you should be welding at least the donut in the bottom side. That'll help keep it, you know, together. But when you start putting the plates on top to keep that from happening, so your first step is underneath, and then your second step as a you know, a precaution is on top. So if you've never had any of this stuff done, it's going to eventually happen. I'll go ahead and make my ear pieces as well to come up kind of like this. I'll show that in the video, but you know, just basically to where the only thing that you can really see is the spot where the bolt would go through, and the rest of it, you know, is good to go. I'll end up probably hammering this dude right here down, and then welding it along the bottom. But this piece right here, you can actually see it right there. The arm has already been hitting right there. Arm's been hitting right there too on the ball joint, so that's going to be, you know, another spot where it's just going to hit. So there's not really a whole lot that you can do other than getting new uppers that point kind of more out like this, or actually I guess it would be like this, to where the ball joint doesn't hit right there. Or you could even go so far as going with the uniballs, and the uniballs don't take up as much space. But since these ball joints were put in completely wrong, it may fix itself once I put it in the correct way. So All right, guys, as you can see, I got all the templates done and got them all cut out. And I know that not everybody's got a plasma cutter, but I'll be honest with you, before I got this plasma cutter, I was cutting everything out with a cutting wheel just like that, just kind of scoring it everywhere and kind of being gentle and careful just to go through and do as much as I can with the cutting wheel. And that's just how I used to do it. So anyone that's at home not knowing what to do because they don't have a plasma cutter, don't worry. Just get you some cut-off wheels and just make do. And then also some sanding disc to make it some of those tight edges and everything. You don't need all of these fancy stuff to do everything that we're doing. Just use your time to sharpen your tool, basically. Just cut it, grind it down, make it all nice and exactly how you want it, then glue it on there, and then you're done. So make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I will see you tomorrow on the next episode.